Yo, welcome back to this fire. Hope you're doing well. Man, I buy so many different monitors just to find the best one that I'm gonna be comfortable with to do my gaming on my PC and my console right now. And also these new consoles that are gonna be coming up later this year. So we're gonna do an unboxing to check out this monitor to show you exactly what you're gonna be expecting out of the box. And also I'm gonna set it up and use it a little bit to guys to show you exactly how it's gonna be working in your everyday life to see if it's gonna fit exactly for your needs with the colors and everything, right? So let's take a look at this and hopefully you like it. Let's get right into it. Vacation. You just need your vacation. Yo, so I end up deciding on getting the TUF Gaming VG27 AQ monitor from ASUS. Right, this is a monitor that is overclocked at 165 Hz. It's an IPS display with 1 millisecond trace fee, 1440p with NVIDIA G-Sync HDR monitor man with shadow booth. Yo, this monitor can rotate like all the way around, bro, all the way around, and it have ultra low blue light, right? So let's unbox this baby and see what is coming out of this guy. So if you want to pick it up, you're gonna see what you're gonna be getting. Let's do this. So right out of the box, you got your display port, HDMI 2.0, I believe. Yeah. It's gonna be the power brick. This one doesn't have an internal power brick, it's outside, and the power to charge it. Alright, put this aside. Let's pull this out. Ooh, that's easier. This is the monitor right here. I'm gonna get this. This is a stand. Let me show you guys how this looks. It's a pretty simple stand to install. Let's put this aside. Let's take out the baby. It's not a heavy monitor. You can actually pull this out with one hand. So right away, so I'm going to show you the ports right here. One display port, 2 HDMI 2.0 port, headphone jack, and this is where you're going to be putting your power brick, right? So this is the monitor right here. This looks a little damaged still. Looks a little damaged, but we'll see when we set it up still. Yo, let me show you how this thing swivel, yo. So it goes like this, from left to right. So that's really good. I like it for that. Top tilt. It goes all the way down. Flush. As you can see, it's very flush. Right, it also comes up. This is the height. It comes lower so you can see the height. The height. It's pretty decent height. This is what the monitor comes with here. The specs of the monitor right on the screen here so you guys can get a closer look at the specs. This is basically it of this monitor, man. On the back right here, let's turn it around. This is where you control the OS for the monitor. Have a little thumbstick and the different buttons there. We're gonna show you exactly what these things do. Yeah. So let's just set this up right now on the PC and give you guys a closer look at the specs, how to overclock it, and how the image quality will coming out of this baby. Let's do this. Alright, so after setting up this monitor, let's try it on for the first time. So I checked it and everything. It's not damaged, it just was a little bit dirty on the screen. So I'm gonna clean that when I finished everything. So right now I'm gonna show you guys what the buttons at the side, what it does and everything. Let me just sign into my computer real quick. Alright, so the knob right here, if you press into it, you get access to the BIOS, and right here you got like different modes you can go into and check it. So right here in the settings right here, you see right now that the monitor is displaying 1440p at 60 Hz and the HDR is turned off. When you see the blue lights filters right here, you can mess with those, got different filters. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they keep changing. Alright, let me go back up here so I can show you guys the different looks. So I'm just using the joystick right now just to change these ones. Just gonna leave it on the FPS mode. That's okay for me right now. You can change your brightness, your contrast, your saturation, so on and so forth from right in here. So you see right here on the image, this is where the overclocking, where you can overclock. I'm gonna turn mine on right now. So when you turn on the overclock, that's when it's gonna be able to display the 165 Hz. So you see, they give me a little warning there. So if I like probably getting like flickering, I probably need to turn off something. I'll check that out in the after. So I'm hitting back the joystick because I still want to go through these settings so you guys can see what's happening. So the overclock is on. Right now it's still displaying at 60 Hz. That's okay. I can change that in my settings. I'm going to show you guys that in a sec. Yeah, it have adaptive syncs, G-Sync, and ELMB sync. I honestly don't know what that stands for, but you guys can Google it. And it have the, I can turn it on, so I'm not going to study that justice yet. It have the shadow boost. What this does, it have different level of shadow boost. I find this is pretty useful when I'm playing Call of Duty. Right now I'm going to leave it as none. And more, if you get scrolling, this is your chase free. This also helps with like syncing up your gameplay and movements and stuff like that, you know, and all the good stuff here. The volume in this is not good at all. It's really bad, but honestly you gotta either use a headset or I have like two little speaker in the back if I want to hear something a little bit louder, but I just use my headset because that's what I prefer. Right in here, that's where your input setting, and that's where you can change between your HDMI or your DisplayPort, depends on which one you're using at the time. It do auto switch, like if I don't have my PC on, I might just using my game at the moment, it will auto switch for me automatically. I don't have to keep changing this all the time. But if my PC is on, it's not gonna switch. Like if you want to switch over and you have something is on and running, you have to switch it over manually, but that's okay. And your settings, you can just change just just different stuff again in the setting. You guys mess with it. I'm just gonna show you like what's happening here, and you can set the favorites or whatever, and that's all good. So that's pretty straightforward. Now let's go down and let's try out the other buttons. They have like little signature here that's telling you exactly what's gonna happen when you press it, and based on how the textures of the button, you're gonna remember it really easy because it's very familiar with my fingers. So right away, this is the X button. So basically the first button after the joystick is gonna be your exit button basically from the menu. But if I go down to this one right here, that's where I can access my like some people use this feature if you're playing a shooter, it's gonna help you like pick different dots on the screen. You know, it's pretty useful, especially when you're now starting to play shooters, something you might not be able to see properly. You can use this very highlighted dot that gonna give you a little bit more precise aim on your target, which is pretty cool. You can have a timer, you have a FPS counter. You know, I find that's useful too, depends on if I'm trying to check something. You can like change your display angle and sniper mode practice.
all cool, nice settings. And that was like a little game bar. The other one now, this is your quick access to change like your texture of the screen, right? And you just use a joystick and you can navigate it and change it quickly. So these are some pretty interesting quick settings. I find the colors are very nice. I was using this monitor for a while and I really appreciate the colors in this monitor. As I told you guys, it's an IPS screen, and for me personally, like I have to use something that is giving me at least 4K. I couldn't like reduce from 4K, but to be honest, like this monitor with the response time and the quality, I really don't feel like I'm missing out, right? So I'm going to show you guys how to overclock this thing right now. So right now I can just right click on my screen. I'm going into my NVIDIA control panel, and let's let that load up for a sec. It shouldn't take too long. And right over here in change your resolution, you might not be able to see it properly, but if you're doing this, you know, just check and change your resolution right underneath display. Let's just click on it, and right in here you're gonna see your resolution right here. Because I already overclock it right at your refresh rate, you can change it to 165. If that's the one you want to use, you can change it to that one. I'm gonna change it right now. I'm gonna save it, apply it. It's gonna flicker for a sec, and all of a sudden everything is gonna be nice and smooth. Like, I really appreciate this monitor. This is a really nice monitor. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you really like this monitor, just let me know in the comment. If you have any questions, also please put it in the comment. But until next time, peace, stay positive.